In Bulgaria, every day is the Rumble. I had to take kids off the bus so I can go to school. My trainer used to throw a steak in the middle of the ring so I can fight to eat. One man, 229, it doesn't matter. One of us is gonna win the Royal Rumble.
Welcome to your late and not really out of date, yet WWE Monday Night Raw ratings for the January 18th, 2016 edition of Raw. This is Rassel and Hobo issuing all apologies for the tardiness. I had been sidetracked by Hobo stuff this past week. With that said, we begin, and here we go. The January 18th edition of Monday Night Raw drew an average of 3.496 million viewers and a 2.45 rating. This is up from the previous week's 3.323 million viewers and 2.36 rating. A net gain of 173,000 viewers from the previous week. The first hour of this shit drew 3.775 million viewers. The second hour drew 3.591 million viewers. And the final third hour drew 3.123 million viewers. Raw lost 652,000 viewers from between hour 1 to hour 3. Wow. Raw lost 468,000 viewers between hour 2 and 3. Wow. The viewership for Raw's competition on Monday night: Scorpion with 11.603 million viewers, NCIS, Los Angeles with 10.64 million viewers, Supergirl with 8.767 million viewers, The Bachelor with 7.561 million viewers, and Superstore with 5.66 million viewers led the 8 to 11 p.m. time slot. On the January 11th edition of Raw, Vince McMahon announced everyone on the stage was in the Rumble, after a count that made for a 40-man Rumble. The next week WWE clearly advertised a 30-man Rumble, and we had no idea who the participants were going to be except for a few that were already truly official. Speaking of which, Mr. McMahon played the little Royal Rumble Powerball lottery and couldn't open many of the balls. Needless to say, this shitty segment was to show us that the McMahons had stacked the deck against Reigns and rigged the draw so that Reigns was sure to draw number 1 entrant into the Rumble because of course his name was inside every ball. 2016 Y2J keeps reusing really old Y2J material in his promos. He comes out dressed like a Momo with a suit coat, no shirt, old ratty black jeans and shiny shoes. Y2J viewing another highlight reel. He tries to put himself and Reigns in Lesnar's league by putting himself and Reigns over to the audience, and none of it really works. Jericho then referees a Rusev vs Reigns match, and individually sends each of the League of Jobbers to the back individually. He even did cartwheels at one point and Reigns beat Rusev. Big Show vs Heath Slater. Big Show is a face again. He beats Heath Slater quickly, then knocks out every member of the Social Outcasts. Putting this team together was obviously pointless. Pretty good entrance music though. Stop wasting our time. Paige returned with Natalya, and suddenly Paige is a face again and her and Natty are inexplicably friends. The fuck? Dudleys vs Wyatt family again. This time Ryback teams with the Dudleys and Wyatts go over again. Redundancy. Ric Flair accepted a challenge from Becky Lynch for a match with Charlotte for the Divas title at Rumble, and I yawned. A fucking funeral segment for the broken trombone that Y2J snapped the previous week. They actually named the trombone Francesca the Trombone. Why not name it Fuck You? Get the fuck out of here. This is the least creative anything anybody could create. This is killy bullshit and it was not funny. Sheamus and Del Rio versus Ambrose and Kalisto. Kevin Owens on commentary. Match was super boring, and after winning the US title last week on Raw, then losing it back to Del Rio the next night at the SmackDown taping, former 24-hour US champion Kalisto gets bro-kicked and pinned this week on Raw. Nothing makes sense in this company. Titus O'Neil, logically teamed with black guys Mark Henry, R-Truth and Neville, Yob to take on the even more logical team of Ascension, Stardust and fucking Tyler Breeze. Yes, that's right. How in the fuck would these four come together to form a team? Is dashing Cody Rhodes coming back with Tyler Breeze? The finish was a Titus O'Neil bosh throwing Tyler Breeze over Mark Henry's head as he was supposed to catch him and hit his finisher. Breeze fell awkwardly to the ground and I laughed profusely. The show was boring but the Wyatts looked somewhat strong, finally standing tall to end the show after laying out and down and out Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns, who hit Lesnar with 2 spears before being taken out by the Wyatts. With no NFL football games airing on Monday night, if WWE is not disappointed about this shit rating, then they really should be. Y2J, Vince McMahon, Ric Flair and Brock Lesnar were on the show, and yet the WWE still only drew a mid-2 rating. So far this year, WWE is on pace to have the worst ratings in the history of Monday Night Raw period. If they are not concerned, maybe it's time for Vince McMahon to sell what's left of his company to an entity that does care and take himself and his family out of the company and go enjoy the $1 billion stored in his bank account. The McMahon family is financially set for many generations to come, and that may be the real reason why they don't give a fuck. And if they don't give a fuck, why should anyone? Lates.